when you become grumpy, you start to wallow in discontentment, which means that God ain't keeping you, and you're trying to keep yourself. That you don't know what God's doing, and because you can't see the end, you got to do something. You got to do something. You got to do something. You got to put your hands on something. Your feet got to go somewhere. You got to call somebody. You got to phone a friend. You got to do something. But when you trust Him, but when you trust God, but when you allow God to show you that if it had not been, if it wasn't for God, that accident would have been unto death. If it had not been, you would have died in childbirth. If it had not been, you wouldn't have come up out of the land of Egypt. You'd still be under the hand of a slave master. If I hadn't delivered you, you wouldn't be free. If I hadn't filled you, you wouldn't be born again. You can say you know me, but until I've brought you into the fold, you don't belong to me. You see, what God does, we can't do for ourselves, but you must trust God. You must trust God.